Hey everyone, welcome to Crypto Empire. So earlier today we saw Bitcoin flush out all of the long traders and hit a low price of 110,900 bucks. Now the market is pumping. Bitcoin is recovering really well and it's already above 113k. There's brand new coins like ASTER pushing to new all-time highs, and also Korean Blockchain Week is still going on until Sunday of this week. And many of the coins sponsoring the Korean Blockchain Week are outperforming the rest of altcoins. So in this video, we'll be going over the coins to focus on right now, the hot trending coins that are giving the best gains and the trade setups on them. Let's get into it. So CZ, the founder of Binance, is officially declaring right now the perpetual decentralized exchange era. He says that everyone wants to be a perp dex now, but long term only the best builders will win. He's basically saying that his coin, his project ASTER, is going to win in the long term, and he continues to pump the price up. The market is going crazy right now about ASTER, as it's currently trading for $2.30. It is closing in on the first target we have discussed at around $2.50. Ultimately, I am expecting ASTER to top out somewhere between $5 to $10. Congratulations to everyone that caught this one, as it is printing money. From the entry we shared here at Crypto Empire, it's up around 70%, and I do expect this to continue. I really do not expect this thing to come down and break these lows at around $1.25 ever at this point. All right, this thing is off to the races and continues to pump. With that, there are some other perp dex coins, some big ones that are worth mentioning and paying attention to. Avantis is one we have been tracking here at Crypto Empire, and right now Avantis is trading for $2.05. Avantis is backed by Peter Thiel's VC company, so Avantis is certainly in the big leagues as well. Now, what's really interesting about Avantis that I'll show you right now, if we go take a look at the price chart, first of all, it has pulled back after breaking trend here. This is something we discussed in a video earlier on this week. We said to look for this trend line break and the pullback. Now, if we look at Avantis, what is interesting is if we can pull the fib from this all-time high at $2.66 down to these lows over here at around $1.36, this thing pulled back directly to the golden pocket, and now it's in this consolidation phase. Now, what perp dex coin just did the same exact move? ASTER did, before it pumped to new all-time highs. I'll show you on ASTER. This is the setup we lined up here on the channel to catch the bottom. It broke the trend line and it came right to the golden pocket. Now it's pumping to new all-time highs. Avantis is literally printing the same exact pattern. Break the trend line, pull back to the golden pocket. Now we're looking for this thing to push up out of this consolidation into new all-time highs. Avantis is definitely one worth paying attention to right now. Your invalidation is pretty obvious. You don't want this thing to start breaking the lows around $1.80 to $1.77. And now when it comes to the price targets for Avantis, well, what we can do is pull a fib, because this thing, again, we're looking for price discovery here. We're looking for the big breakout. So if we pull a fib here and put on our extensions, we get some interesting stuff. We have the negative 61.8 at $3.23. That's going to be a main target in price discovery. And then we have the negative 1.618 at $4.15. These are your next targets for Avantis. Keep in mind, the market cap of this thing is still pretty tiny. It's $500 million, while ASTER is already multiple billion. So Avantis is definitely one to pay attention to. This is on base, and a few other base coins are really hot right now. The main one worth mentioning alongside Avantis is going to be TOSHI. TOSHI is the mascot of base, the face of base, the first meme coin created on base, and it is doing really well at the current moment in time. It is worth noting that with Korean Blockchain Week going on right now, and many of the coins participating and sponsoring this event doing extremely well, TOSHI actually got listed on a few Korean exchanges not too long ago. If we take a look, Upbit is one of the largest Korean exchanges out there, and currently 25% of the total volume is coming from the Upbit exchange. So if we go take a look at the TOSHI chart, again, this is a hot coin that is currently pumping. It's doing really well. If we go look at the daily time frame chart, first of all, this massive pump actually happened on Wednesday, September 17th. This was the day it was listed on Upbit. So this pump, which resulted in a 90% gain, 93%, was the direct result of getting listed on Upbit, the Korean exchange. Now TOSHI is pulling back, and it's in a pretty interesting spot. Because if we go to the lower time frames, it's trying to break this resistance at around 0.0088. And if it can break this resistance level here, I would expect this thing to continue to pump and continue to trend up. So TOSHI is definitely one to have on your radar right now. I would be looking for TOSHI to break these resistance levels. Also on the daily time frame, this is just a massive consolidation pattern, right? With these higher lows, this is a ascending triangle. So when it does end up breaking out of this triangle, I expect TOSHI to run really hard. I see a world where TOSHI is trading at a $1 billion to a $2 billion market cap, and it's currently at $350 million. So if base season is happening where it's right around the corner, TOSHI is likely going to be one of the best performing coins on base. Definitely pay attention to TOSHI. If it does end up failing this breakout for whatever reason, and it comes back down to support, that would be an amazing entry to grab yourself some TOSHI for the inevitable run up happening likely later on in 2025 as we do get into the fourth quarter of this year. Now moving on with Korean Blockchain Week. The best performing coins right now in the market are the new coins, again, that are sponsoring KBW or Korea Blockchain Week. One of these really popular coins is going to be HEMI. HEMI is a brand new project and it is a Bitcoin layer 2. They're calling it the world's largest Bitcoin programmability layer. Something really interesting about HEMI is the core developer of this project. He actually worked directly alongside Satoshi Nakamoto. That's right, the founder of Bitcoin in 2011. So the main developer, his name is Garzik, and his connection to Satoshi Nakamoto, which is of course Bitcoin's creator, stems from his role as an early Bitcoin core developer starting in 2010. So he collabed directly with Satoshi during Bitcoin's formative years, contributing code and engaging in discussions on the project's mailing list until Satoshi's disappearance in 2011. So this project is huge, with the core developer, someone who worked directly alongside Satoshi Nakamoto himself. And also with that, HEMI was just listed on BitThumb, which is again one of the largest exchanges in Korea, and they said this is perfect timing with Korea Blockchain Week happening right now. No surprise, guys, there is a very obvious recurring pattern and theme happening in the market with the Korea Blockchain Week coins performing the best. Now, if we go look at the HEMI chart, this is what the coin currently looks like on the daily time frame. It is simply going parabolic. This one launched in around late August, and from the bottom down here, which happened on the 30th of August at 1.6 cents, it is up 10x. So HEMI, one of the best performing coins right now in the entire crypto market, it is going parabolic. Now, should you chase this pump? No, probably not. As you guys do know here at Crypto Empire, I like to look for the pullbacks to get the best long entry possible where the risk reward level is favorable. This way we can protect ourselves if our trade idea is wrong and reap in massive profits if the trade idea is right. It's all about that RR, or risk to reward ratio. So when it comes to HEMI, if this thing does end up pulling back and breaking trend, same thing as ASTER, same thing as Avantis, guys, what are we going to look for? We're going to be looking for the golden pocket. Same thing, right? We're not changing up the strategy. We're not switching up anything. So the golden pocket for HEMI would come in at around 12.7 to 11.8 cents. This is the level to be looking for on a pullback if it does end up breaking the trend line. Don't overcomplicate this, guys. So what we want to look for again is if this thing breaks the trend line, look for it to come to this support level right in the golden pocket, and you want to see this level hold, a very obvious invalidation, and then you want to see HEMI continue to push up into new all-time highs. The market cap for this thing is pretty tiny. It's currently 176 million with a 1.8 billion fully diluted valuation. All right, so put it on your watch list. This would be a great trade setup if it is presented. And again, the core developer for HEMI was literally working alongside Satoshi in 2010. That is a crazy link that we do not want to ignore at this stage of the market cycle. Now, moving on, there are some other really big coins that are pumping right now, some new coins. One of them is Lombard and the BARD token. So what Lombard is, it's quite similar to HEMI, which we just looked at. It is another Bitcoin project. They are bringing Bitcoin to life on chain, basically a Bitcoin layer 2. And with that, guess what, guys? Yes, they are at the Korea Blockchain Week. No surprise there whatsoever, all right? Also, again, this is one of the top performing coins. It's also really interesting that ASTER actually just went ahead and listed BARD as well as TOSHI. So all of the hot tokens right now are getting listed on Aster. It's actually really obvious when you can connect these dots what is happening with the market makers currently behind the scene. TOSHI we already looked at. Let's go take a look at the Lombard token, another one that is one of the best performing coins currently. This one is actually pulling back right now on the 1 hour time frame. If we look at the daily, a brand new coin, guys. This one is just a few days old. And from the bottom, which was actually, on Monday at 87 cents, this one ran up to $1.50, and it's pulling back right now. So this is one we definitely want to pay attention to. Again, it's at Korea Blockchain Week. It just got listed on Aster. It's a brand new hot token, and the market makers may decide to go ahead and pump this thing. So one really interesting level that I'm seeing, again, coming in at the golden pocket on the 4 hour time frame. There's also this order block that isn't perfect, but it's right at the golden pocket. And this is coming in right at $1.12 down to around $1 itself. This would also line up with a retest of Monday's range, right? The weekly open and Monday high. So I would be looking for around $1 to $1.10 for the Lombard token. And again, brand new coin. Maybe the market makers decide to pump it. Of course, not financial advice. You should do your own research. But this is a hot token right now. It went on a crazy run earlier. Now it's giving the pullback. All right. So you don't want to buy the parabolic run. You always want to look to buy the red pullback. And we're getting that right now from the market. Worth paying attention to 100%. Let's go ahead and move on now to the last coin of the video. And this coin is going to be a D-pin project. Another brand new one. You guessed it, at Korea Blockchain Week. Right? We're not going to ignore the obvious signs happening right now. This one is the Bless token. So Bless has a market cap of $124 million. And with that, there is some crazy high volume coming in on Binance Alpha. So Binance Alpha is essentially where brand new projects are listed before they get listed on the Binance exchange itself. So there's crazy high volume of $71 million on Binance Alpha and $120 million on PancakeSwap. So some really big volume coming out of Bless. And this thing is brand new. It's a D-pin project. They're calling it the world's first shared computer. D-pin is likely going to be a big narrative, and it's likely going to be one of the next narratives to pop off really soon. So also with Bless, again, they are listed on Binance Alpha, and the trading happened on Binance Alpha just yesterday, September 23rd. All right, so this is a brand new project, and we know that the market makers love to pump the brand new stuff. Also, here's a tweet, and this tweet is saying how the Bless token is a key sponsor for, you guessed it, Korea Blockchain Week. No surprise whatsoever there. Let's go take a look at the Bless token. And looking at Bless here, first of all, let's go to the daily time frame. Literally 2 days old. We just said how it just got listed on the 23rd on Binance Alpha. Okay, so with that, today's the 24th. This is the second day of trading. We saw how other coins have gone up 10x, some of them like 150%, some of them 500%, whatever, from their initial listing prices. So with Bless, of course, it's super high risk right now, but I wouldn't like to overcomplicate this one, guys. I would say if it does come down into this general area, which is going to be from around 5.9 cents down to around 4.4 cents, this is where you should be looking for Bless. All right, this would put it, it's currently in the golden pocket. Maybe it wants to come down to 5.9 cents. I really like this wick. Right? I really like this wick from the listing candle. You'll see it a lot. This is called an opposite pole, where projects or coins will like to test the opposite pole wick before actually putting in a reversal. So look out for Bless to come down to 5.9 cents. Who knows? This might just be the next D-pin project runner. I certainly don't know. I'm just speculating by saying that. That statement is not financial advice at all. But I do know that they just got listed by Binance Alpha. This is a brand new token. They're at Korea Blockchain Week. All the signs are there, and I'm not ignoring it. Take a look at Bless on your own time, but I hope you enjoyed this video. So in this video, we discussed the trending hot coins that are worth trading right now. As most altcoins are just going sideways, these new projects at Korea Blockchain Week are outperforming everything else, as well as, of course, Aster and Avantis, the new best decentralized perpetual exchange tokens on the market. These ones are getting all of the attention, with Aster breaking out to new all-time highs. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, you know what to do. Smash that like button down below. Also, if you're new to the channel, smash the subscribe button and turn on all the notifications so you don't miss any future videos. Also, drop a comment on what you think of these coins. Are you trading them? Have you bought any of them? Let me know in the comment section down below. But that's all from me today. My name is Connor from Crypto Empire, and I'll see you in the next video.